What is up, everybody? Back with some more Scarlet and Violet Regulation F VGC. We got a really cool team today. It's actually a Trick Room team built around Lantern. Lantern's a mon that has actually a really cool typing. It actually is the water electric typing, which is actually a really unique type. It's also a really older mon back from Gen 3, so it's a mon that I've actually been looking for a team that's actually built around it, because I was going to build a team around it myself, and then I realized how bad the stats are on it, so I kind of wanted to find somebody else that can maybe build a better team around it than I could, because I just could not make it work on any of the teams I tried it on. So we're going to be featuring this team today. It's a team by Ciscomo YT, I think is the name, or Cisco. If you guys want to use this team, rent the code up in the corner. I'm going to quickly run through this team real quick, and then we'll hop in some games. If you guys like these videos as well, leave a like. I really would appreciate it. For some reason, like 85% of you guys that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel, so if you guys are new and you have not subbed, it's completely free. There's a big red button down below. Click the button, you'll be subscribed. That way you can keep up to date when I do go live over here, usually like 2 times a week. I stream Wi-Fi battles over here, usually like once a week or every other week as well. So if you guys don't want to miss that, subscribe. I also upload every other day, or sometimes even daily. We'll see how it goes, but at least recently it's been mainly every other day. So I'm gonna run through this team real quick. It's actually a team of Lanturns under Trick Room. The main thing with this Lantern, it has Aqua Ring to kind of sustain as well. It has the T-Bolt and the Hydro just to maximize the damage. I think the Terra Flying is for Landorus or like ground types. I don't know. We're going to see how the Terra Flying actually works, because I actually think going like Terra Fairy or like a different Terra or something like that would be a lot better for like Raging Bolt, which I think is a lot more common than Landorus right now. So we're going to see how it goes. I got the Terra Grass and Cinnamon here with the Snarl Fake Out. It's a really standard set with the Citrus Berry. AV Hydrapple with Terra Fire, Terra Blast, kind of cool. You got the Eviolite Porygon, the main thing that's going to be getting up the Trick Room apart from the Frigoraph on this team. You got the Discharge there to actually pair really well alongside the Lantern with Volt Absorb, so that can work kind of well. You got the Frigoraph with the Covert Cloak, that way you can't be... I'm assuming the Covert Cloak is mainly just for like stat lowering type stuff. I think that's mainly for stuff like Snarl, because Fake Out's a priority move and that doesn't get affected with having the ability of Armor Tail. So I'm not 100% sure what Covert Cloak is really for. I'm assuming it's for Snarl spam, which is kind of common right now, but if anybody knows, let me know. Or if the creator sees this video, let me know. It might be in the Poke Paste too. I will have a Poke Paste for this team down in the description somewhere down below. So it might explain in the Poke Paste, but I never looked at that. I just used the in-game team and tested with that. So then we got the King Gamma, which is going to be probably like the main damage dealer of this team under Trick Room, with the Black Glasses, Terra Flying, just to dodge the ground types. So this team has 2 Terra Flying mons. We're going to see how that does as well. It's kind of interesting. I don't think Terra Flying on King Gambit right now is really the best thing. I think it either is like Terra Dark or even like Terra Steel, or like more of a defensive Terra like Dragon's actually still really good right now. I have not seen really much Terra Flying, so we're going to see how it goes. Also, if you guys want to see like anything specific, I know a lot of the... For some reason, a lot of like the sessions I've been doing over the last like week and a half, 2 weeks now, I've seen like a huge decline in viewership for whatever reason. I think it's just mainly because the DLC has been out for like almost 2 months now, and all the new stuff's pretty much kind of been tested, and everybody's seen everything that's really new, so a lot of people are kind of taking a break from the game until like some new stuff gets announced or they add something new to the game. That's usually kind of what happens. But if there's anything you guys want to see in specifically, let me know in the comments down below if there's any mons to try to look for, like for any teams, because I'm really struggling to kind of find any unique teams for you guys. Well, the only teams I'm really finding are like a bunch of like standard stuff that a lot of people already know what it kind of does, like a lot of standard type teams that like with your higher tier type meta mons, nothing really crazy like this. So if there's anything specific you guys want to see, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to look for it for a future video. Apart from that, let's hop into some games with this team, see how it does. Rhydon, I think that's Zacian. I think that's what that is, and then Whimsicott. So it's gonna be a real good one. I mean, I'm gonna have a really good matchup with Trick Room because his team's a lot faster. That's one thing I have going for me. But apart from that, not too much here, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to lead Porygon. I think Porygon lead here is what I need to try to do. I'm gonna lead the Porygon. I think Lanturn's actually decent here. I'll bring the Lantern. It's good for into the Miraidon, which is something I really want to bring it for. I think he will bring Miraidon. And it just kind of depends what else I really want to bring here. I think Hydrapple could be pretty good. Mainly just for the Kyogre, but they usually run Ice Beam, so we're gonna see how that actually goes. Looking at his team, though, he might be like either Scarf or Specs Kyogre, but it's usually the most normal set they run. I think I'll bring the King Gambit in the back. Fortunately, the Cineroar doesn't really do much here. It just gets destroyed by Kyogre and outsped by half his team. Gets wrecked by Sneasler, too, is another one. See how it goes. If you guys haven't already, too, leave a like on the video. It really helps me out. If you guys want to become a channel member as well, I have a link to that down below. There's a join button down below if you guys want to support the channel monetarily. It really helps out the channel. Especially when YouTube ad rates, like for January and February, are like really, really low. The ad rates are just down like below the floor right now, so it would really help out the channel. So he leads Miraidon, Kyogre. I'm not really surprised at this, if I'm being real. I think what he does here is he just doubles into the Porygon. I think that's what he actually does. I'm just going to Thunderbolt here into the Kyogre. He's probably Terra Water here, actually. I think a Terra Water Spout into the... Oh, he's actually going to Terra this. Terra Teller. Or Stellar Terra, at least. No, I think if he even doubles into the Porygon, I don't think the Porygon can actually... He's Choice Scarf Kyogre. Wow, that does so much to Porygon. See if this actually kills Porygon from this range. If it does, I think I automatically just lose. Yeah, I think I automatically just lose to this. I mean, the Lanturn's going to get off a terrain boosted Thunderbolt. See how much this does. Life Orb boost. It doesn't even barely do half. I get the Para, though. So he's Choice Scarf. I think he's going to switch here, actually. I think he's going to switch. The shitty thing, though, is like I have no Trick Room, so I'm kind of fucked here. I can't really do shit at all here, so... I mean, I can go into Hydrapple. That's what I can try to do here. I think I should be able to live a non-Terra boosted Dragon Pulse with an Assault Vest, and I should be able to one-shot it back with a Fickle Beam. But I think the Kyogre is going to switch out here. I don't know what he would really have to switch in for it, but it's going to switch out right now. I just go for Thunderbolt again, though. I think he goes after the Lanturn. I think that's what he does here. He's going to withdraw the Miraidon. It's surprising. He's 100% Choice Scarf Kyogre, though. He has Zacian. So he made the good play and he went right on to the Fairy type. He might actually be Specs Miraidon, too, which I would not be surprised. He's probably Specs. It still is a solid amount for the Lanturn, too, even being that low of health. It's probably Specs. Scarf Kyogre. This guy is preparing for Regulation G, even though we aren't on Regulation G yet. Imagine if I would have went for Earth Power there. Earth Power would have been a crazy play there. I don't know how I win this game, because I think Zacian, it also gets close combat as well, so... And he has Sneasler, which... I mean, I have Terra Flying King Gambit, which I think is what I'm going to try to use here, but... I think I just get fucking wrecked here. I don't know how I actually win this. Gotta love going on the ladder. I mean, I have Terra Fire here. I can go with Terra Fire and try to dodge a Fairy move. But it's in the rain, so I don't know how that actually really do much to me, so... He's also, I think, Booster. He was also a Booster Sneasler, like I actually predicted in the team previews, so... Got that prediction right, at least. Let's see if I can actually do anything here. I mean, I can go for Hydro Pump in the rain. Pretty good here. I can also go for Protect, if I really want to, which I think I'm going to try to do here. I'm going to go Terra Fire, just try to dodge a Fairy-type move. I think that's what he's going to try to go for here. Because I can do a shit ton of damage back to something with Earth Power. Mainly the Sneasler. I think he's not Sash, so it should be easily one-shot him. It comes down to if the Miraidon Specs, because I think if he's Specs Miraidon, I think he actually just wins the game. He actually has Quick Attack. What the fuck? Quick Attack Zacian, okay. Does that even kill me from that range, though? I don't even know. Wow, okay. I mean, I'm just going to make the same play. I think that's what I do here. I'm going to go for Hydro in the rain, see how much it does. Close combat, I think I'm dead. I live the close combat. It just depends who he doubles into here. I think if he doubles into Hydrapple, I might lose. Yeah. The Lantern, the problem with Lantern is its stats are so fucking bad. Like, you can just kind of ignore it, and it just doesn't really even do that much. We'll see how much a Rain boosted Life Orb Hydro Pump does in the Rain to Zacian. I'm kind of curious. I mean, it does 75% at least, but that's not enough to get a kill. And that's like best case scenario right there as well. Like, that's in the Rain too. Without the Rain, I don't think it would have did nearly as much. This goes to show you how weak Lantern actually is. I don't know, I can't even Terra here either. I can't even Terra on this turn, so I think I just automatically lose. I don't know what I do here to actually, like, try to win the game. Because I have no Terra anymore either. I mean, I can protect the Lantern, but if he goes for quick attack, I'm still dead. I mean, I'll go for Hydro Pump. It should kill the Sneasler. I don't know. I don't know how I win this, especially with him having Miraida on the back. Goes for quick attack. Into the Bish or the King Gambit, that's surprising. Oh, he doubles into the King Gambit. He doubles in. If I can land this Hydro Pump, I can get a huge kill here. Because he's at -1 defense. Oh, he let me down. The Lantern let me down. Well, now we deserve to lose the game. That legit just sealed the game for us. Awfulmon. Awfulmon. Biggest play of the entire game. It could have got a one-shot on the Sneasler and brought us back into the match. And it fucking missed the Hydro Pump. Goodbye. I don't know if this was my Lantern, I would fucking release it. I really would. That's how mad I am. I would release this Lantern. I don't know. I don't really... I think I still 100% lose here. I mean, I can go for Sucker Punch, but I don't think it's going to kill from that range at all. And I'll try to Hydro Pump again, but I think I'm dead here. Quick Attack just kills me, so it doesn't matter. And Sucker Punch doesn't work either because he goes for Quick Attack and he's faster than me, so... I'm dead. This guy has like a team that's like for Regulation G. Like, he's playing like a Regulation or 2 in the future. What a scumbag. If you go on to the ladder like this type of shit with like these type of teams, you are a fucking scumbag. Uninstall your game, please. It's not fun to go against. I mean, we could have brought the game back there. I think we would have had a really solid chance of winning though if we would have landed that Hydro Pump, but... I don't know, this Lantern is lucky it does not have me as the trainer, because otherwise I'd release it and it'd be gone. I would have released it after this game, that's how mad I am, because it cost me the match pretty much. I know, let's hop into another game, hopefully we can have some redemption, we'll see how it goes. Alright, here we go again, y'all, here we go again. Now we're going, instead of going against the Team of Legends, we're going against the Team of Legends with the Smeargle Alchemy Muck Evasion garbage. And then he also has a bunch of other shit on his team, so... And he has the Terrapagos. It's gonna be a fun game. Really fun. Do I have anything on this team that I actually ignore? I'm forced to bring King Gambit here, actually. I'm forced to bring the King Gambit. That's what I gotta do here. I think what I need to do here is I'm gonna lead Frigoraph. And then I'm gonna bring the King Gambit here as a lead. I don't even think I bring a Lantern here, if I'm being real. I don't think Lantern does shit at all, this enemy team. Does not do anything. I mean, it's okay into the Walking Wake, but I don't think that he brings that versus me. I think he brings Smeargle, Muck, Terrapagos, and then either Scrafty or Arclodon. I don't think he brings Walking Wake. I gotta bring Hydrapple here. Hydrapple's decent into this enemy team. I mean, I guess Porygon ain't too bad here either, but without the Lantern, the Porygon just doesn't really do anything. That's kind of the main problem. I mean, I'll try to bring the Lantern. I don't know. It's better than both the other things. The other things are too passive. The Incineroar doesn't really do much here either. Especially if he brings Muck and Smeargle, it just gets outsped and slept all over and over again unless I go Terra Grass. I don't know how many times I've faced this combo on the ladder, too. That's why I haven't really been playing as much recently, because this shit is all over the ladder. I don't know who created this fucking combo, but man, they deserve to rot in hell. They really do. They are not nice people. Whoever created this Smeargle Power Alchemy Muck fucking minimized garbage. Because now everybody's using it. It's all over the casual ladder, and even like the lower Master Ball tier ladder, because it just gets you so many free wins. Really is. And it's not really even good, it's just mainly luck-based, because you're cheesing evasion, pretty much. I mean, I'm in a nasty plot here. He's going to try to go for either Fake Out, which he can't do, or he's going to just go for Spore, so... And then I'm going to go for Kowtow Cleave here. Fake Out? Oh, he doesn't know how to play the game. He doesn't know how to play it, so that typical noob that's playing this team, he has no idea what he's doing. Goes for the evasion though, but I got Kowtow Cleave, so that ignores all the boosts. So I break his Sash here, and I get a free trick from up as well, so that's great. I'm just kind of forced to get rid of the Smeargle on this turn, unfortunately. Oh, he lowers his speed too. That's probably the worst stat, because now under Trick Room he might actually outspeed me. I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam here, and then I'm just going to go for Kowtow Cleave on the Muck. Because Kowtow Cleave ignores all stat changes, including evasion, I think, so... Spiky Shield, that's fine. I don't care. That's completely fine by me. Kowtow Cleave ignores evasion, does a solid amount of damage. Goes for knockoff. That legit one... How does that one-shot me? Oh, because of the crit. Because of the crit. A crit knockoff from Muck one-shots the Frigoraph. It's crazy. I don't really know why this Frigoraph has Covert Cloak either. Like, a lot of my games I've had with this team, the Covert Cloak just doesn't do anything. I think it's mainly for Snarl spam, but it doesn't really do much for me. I'm gonna go into the Lantern here and go after the Smeargle. Thunderbolt the Smeargle here, and then I think I just go for Kowtow Cleave on the Muck. He might have Follow Me, which is probably what he's gonna do here, because I think the Lantern's faster than the Bisharp or the King Gambit, so I'll end up wasting my Kowtow Cleave on the Smeargle instead. Usually that's what they carry. They carry Protect, Fake Out, Spore, and then like Follow Me is usually what they carry. At least with these teams. Every single one I've went against, that's usually what they carry. He's really thinking about it though. He's really thinking about it. There's not much to think about here. He's going to keep the Smeargle around, so something's taking damage. 600 LE, what is that? That's Arclodon, okay. So what that tells me is that he has Body Press. He's running Poison Fang. He's running Poison Fang Muck to get the high chance to poison. Wow. That tells me he has Body Press Arclodon too, so what that is, because he has nothing to get rid of the King Gambit on the Muck. He might always have knockoff and Poison Fang, so the Muck gonna gets walled by the King Gambit. That's why he went out into this, so I think I'm gonna Terra Flying. I think that's what I do. I just don't really want to waste turns here, actually. I mean, I can double into the Muck. Yeah, he only has +2 evasion. He's not really going for much evasion here. I'm going to Terra Flying and I'm going to Kowtow Cleave again. He's only at +2 evasion, so I still have a solid chance of landing a Thunderbolt on him. If I can get rid of the Muck, I can kind of shut down this guy's team. I still have High Grapple in the back, which is good into the Smeargle because he can't Spore me. He just goes for Protect. Well, that's no good. He doesn't have the Moody boost either. I think what he's really trying to do, he might actually be trying to get the Stamina. If I get rid of the Arclodon, he gets the Stamina ability, which would be kind of scary, but... Yeah, again, as long as I'm here and I have Kowtow Cleave, it doesn't really do much, so... Like, now I can kind of just double into the Muck and kind of ignore the Arclodon, because it's not going to really do much versus me anyways. So, like, I'm just going to keep going after the Muck here. I'm going to try to land a Thunderbolt. It should do a solid amount if I can land it. He's only at +2. If he wants to switch, he's taking crazy amounts of damage. I really hate going against this type of fucking team. Smeargle, muck, fucking garbage. Just such a fucking pain in the ass to try to play around. It really is. Doesn't get the poison. I missed the Thunderbolt. That's another crucial move that the Lantern misses. Now it drops. Rightfully so. You deserve to go down after that. This Lantern needs some fucking glasses or something. It really does. Like, I understand he has an evasion boost, but come on. He also has Dragon Pulse, but like I do have the Assault Vest, so I should be able to at least eat one Dragon Pulse and then hit him back with a decent amount of damage here. I'm just gonna Kotal Cleave again. He might actually just go for Protect here, but if he does, then I get some free damage on the Archlodon, because he kind of has to pick what he goes for here. It just comes down to whatever his last Mon is, because he can still win here. It just comes down to whatever his last Mon really is. Goes for Dragon Pulse in the Hydrapple, so that actually does way more than I thought it was going to. That is AV Hydrapple, and it almost killed me. It's crazy. Why does it do so much damage? I mean, the Hydrapple's dead here. It's going to be legit. It's going to be King Gambit versus his entire team here. That's what this is really going to be. It's going to be King Gambit versus the world. I can go for Fickle Beam here, and hopefully he kills from that range. He's going to try to PP stall me on Kotal Cleave too. I need a high roll to get rid of the Muck here too. If I don't get a high roll and I get a low roll, he still lives. Okay. Why did he go for the Poison Fang on his own Mon? Okay. What the fuck was that? Why did he click Poison Fang on it on the Archlodon? That was... what the fuck? I mean, I think he still wins here because he has Spore. So, like, he spores me and he just puts me to sleep every single time. So, and, like, he's at +2... defense now too, so a Sucker Punch from this range is not going to kill. I think I just Protect on this turn and see what he wants to do. I think he has Spore though. If he goes for Spore, he wins. Oh, he has Fake Out. I forgot about Fake Out actually. The shitty thing is, like, I'm just forced to go. Oh, he actually has got the speed boost, so now I'm for sure getting put to sleep. I don't think there's any speed on this King Gambit anyways, so if he was max speed to begin with, he would outsped me, but... He could go for Spiky Shield here as well, which he might do, but I think he just goes for Spore and he wins the game. This shit is AIDS. This fucking team is AIDS. I mean, it doesn't help, too, that the Frigoraph got critted by a knockoff. So it went down, like, like 1 or 2 turns way too early. That really did not help me at all in this match, either. I don't know. That kind of cost me the game, too. But then missing that Thunderbolt, too, on the Muck was kind of bad. Even with the evasion boost, there was still a solid chance I would have landed that, but... I don't think there's any way I win here at all. I don't wake up, I'm done. I don't win. He has Population Bomb Smeargle, what the fuck? So instead of Follow Me, he's running Fake Out, Spore, Spiky Shield, and Population Bomb. He didn't even have Follow Me. That's really weird. If you're using this team on the ladder, though, like, legit uninstall your game. This is another match where I'm going to say uninstall your game if you're using, like, a certain team, because shit's fucking AIDS. It legit takes no skill to use. This guy legit clicked Fake Out on Armor Tail turn 1 because he had no idea what he was doing, and he still won. Just due to luck, pretty much, because of the fucking evasion and a lucky crit. I know this entire session's going to be, I think, the session where we just miss moves and we lose games because of bad RNG and bad luck. I think that's what this entire session is going to be. I'll throw one more game in this video, but hopefully we don't go against any more of this shitty type garbage, because holy fuck. Alright, we got another team. Another Sneasler. Croagunk. I think that's Hisuian Overquill. I think that's... I forgot the name of that. Electivire. I almost forgot the Electivire's name. I haven't seen it in forever. Como-O and Giratina. So another team that has legends on it and a bunch of other crazy random shit. I actually think what the Croagunk actually has, it has I think one of the strategies it has that's Focus Sash. I think it's either Endure with Endeavor. I think it gets Endeavor with like Vacuum Wave. I think it's what he gets. So that might be a bit scary. I think that might be what he's trying to run, because that was something a long time ago. Or something similar to that. I know it gets Sucker Punch too, I guess, but it's some type of priority that has, I think it might have Endeavor. What do I bring here? I kind of want to bring the Fraygraph here, just mainly for the priority garbage. He doesn't really have much for Fraygraph either. It's pretty solid into him. He has a bunch of poison types, so it's pretty solid into him here. I'm going to bring the Incineroar, I'll bring the Lanturn in the back, and I'll bring the Porygon. We're going to try to see how this goes. I guess King Gambit would be pretty good here as well, but he has Sneasler there, which I think he will bring. And same with the Como, so I'm kind of forced to use a Terra on it if I want to relieve and do anything. Giratina Sneasler lead, okay. I mean, the Giratina can't go for any Ghost type move versus like this entire duo here, so best thing he can really do is Earth Power, I guess, if he has Earth Power on it. I just Trick Room here. I just Trick Room on this. Trick Room, and I can go for Fake Out here, but he also might be going for Fake Out on this turn. But I'm going to try it anyways. I think he might be Sash. He goes for Protect, to dodge to Fake Out, okay. FL Studio, what is that supposed to mean? FL Studio. Is that a reference to something, or is that just a random name? Oh, he has Aura Sphere instead. That doesn't even bring me down to Citrus. Giratina, you're a little bit weak, bud. You're a little weak. Unless he's running more of a bulky build, he's not running fully offensive, then maybe makes sense. This thing also has Nasty Plot Baton Pass, which would be kind of cool into the Lanturn, but I don't know if I can actually get the Lanturn in for free here. That's kind of the main problem I'm going to have. I'm going to go for the Nasty Plot, though. I'm going to try it, at least. And then I'm going to Snarl here and see what he has. Like, the best thing the Sneasler has is Dire Claw. And I break his Sash now, so... And, like, I'm lowering the Giratina special attack, too, which is pretty good. With the stat drop, I live that. Otherwise, that maybe would have had a chance to kill me. But with the -1, I live. Just comes down to what the Sneasler goes for here. He has Dire Claw. Doesn't get any status. That's pretty good. I'm at +2 now, though. I'm at the +2 here. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to Baton Pass. I'm going to Baton Pass the Fraygraph out here into the Lanturn. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go for Parting Shot on the Sneasler. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go take everything and switch out into the Lanturn Porygon combo. That's what we're going to do right now. I think the only worst case scenario here is if he like goes for close combat, because I think a close combat will probably one-shot me here, but being at -1, yeah, I might live. Now I'm going to go into Porygon here. Predicting to go either for, maybe, I don't think he has Earth Power, but I should be able to easily tank an Aura Sphere at -1. I also get to Levitate, that doesn't matter at all. It's at -1, I'm eating that. I'm eating that for breakfast. He does close combat, wow, that, okay. Surprising, but the Parting Shot really saved me there, holy fuck. So now I got the Lanturn in for free here. I think I just go for a Hydro Pump here onto the Sneasler. He's at -1. I have, how many turns of Trick Room do I have? I have 2 turns left. He could go for Protect here to stall my Trick Room. This Lanturn's also at +2. I baton passed a nasty plot into it, so it should be hitting really, really hard. And then I'm just going to go for a recover here. He's going to withdraw. Does he have Croagunk in the back? Because if he has Dry Skin Croagunk, then that could be a problem. He has Overquill. You're not going to want to be taking this. This is a +2 Hydro Pump. If I can land, at least. If I can land this Hydro Pump. Lanturn's been missing moves the entire time already, so... Now is the time for the Lanturn to have redemption. It just one-shots him. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I thought he would maybe live with a little bit of health, but one shot. Eating that Aura Sphere. The Giratina ain't doing shit. I can just target the rest of his team down if I really want to here. Goes out into the Sneasler again. He's going to go for Protect here to try to stall the Trick Room out. That's what he's going to try to do here. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to set up an Aqua Ring. I'm going to try to do that because he can't really do shit to me at all here anyways. Yeah, I think he's going to Protect on this turn too, so I can go for the Ice Beam on here. He actually has Fake Out. With a normal Gem boost, okay. I mean, he fakes out the Lanturn, no, that's fine, I don't care. The Lanturn's just going for Aqua Ring anyways, so... He's targeted down the Lanturn. He's realized, oh, this thing is at +2 mana, it does a lot of damage, I better get rid of it now. I'm gonna Protect on this turn. I think from this range, a close combat might kill me, but I'm forced to go for Trick Room here. Worst case scenario, I go out into the Incineroar on the next turn and get an Intimidate off, or even like the Frigoroth and try to step Trick Room again. He has the Dire Claw. I guess Clover Cloak is the reason why I never got status either, which is, I just come to think of it. He's doubling into the Lantern now. He does not want this thing around. He's scared. He's scared now. I guess one reason for the Clover Cloak is you can dodge Dire Claw status. Even though Sneasler really isn't super common right now. You see it once in a while. Like, I've ran into it like 2 or 3 times tonight on the ladder with this team alone, but it's not, I don't think, like, in your higher tiers, especially on like the ranked ladder, it's not really that common right now. It's kind of fallen off a little bit because it doesn't really do much in a lot of stuff like Incineroar and stuff, but... Or mainly just kind of gets Intimidate, spam to death. And there's a lot of priority going around just with really weak priority. I don't know, I'm going to go for Hydro Pump here, and we're going to see how much damage it does. And then I'm going to Discharge here and go for Paras. Get the Volt Absorb, I get my health back. Not bad. Para. I think even with the Para though, like him having Unburden, I think I still outspeed him, and I do, so. Get out of here, get the Sneasler out. I will admit though, like this entire match has been a really good showcase of the Lanturn because it's kind of been lacking these last few games. It needs to have some redemption. I think this is the redemption match it really needed. I had to have the stars aligned for it to actually put in work though, and even pass out the baton pass onto it for the +2 special attack boost to even do a lot with it, but we're here and it's actually working a solid amount, so. He actually has the Croagunk too, which I'm really surprised. Because if he has Dry Skin, he can just dodge all my water moves, so I don't know why he never made a play off that earlier. It's really interesting. I'm just going to Thunderbolt here. I'm going to Thunderbolt, and then I'm Discharge again. No Para. He just goes for Poison Jab, not surprising. I'm assuming too, because he was actually normal Gem on Bird and Sneasler. I'm assuming this thing was actually like Sash, Croagunk. I'm assuming that's kind of what it was. He knew his Sash was going to get broken there anyways, so he kind of didn't really do much. I don't know, I think I just go for Hydro Pump and see how much damage it does. That's what we do here. And then I just spam Discharge and try to get Paras. He's going to stay. I'll give him credit, he's staying. He still thinks he has a chance to win versus an entire team of 4. I don't think you're going to be winning, especially versus an Incineroar, bud. Incineroar destroys you. If I were him, I would have surrendered. I'll give him credit for staying, though. I get his Thunderbolt here. If I really want to, I can go for Ice Beam, but I want Lantern to try to get the last kill of the game. He's gonna go for Terra. What Terra are you? If you're Terra Ghost, you just made yourself weak to Discharge. Now you're gonna be taking more damage. And not like now he doesn't resist electric or water either, so that was really questionable. If I were him, I wouldn't have Terra it there, because he had resistances to both of these mons. He knows I have Ice Beam too, but I'm just not going for it because I don't want to hit. Like, I know I'm gonna win the game no matter what, anyways. So, Lantern with the last kill of the game and on a Giratina. Not bad. Definitely a redemption match, but like we had to have like everything, like the stars aligned for the Lantern to actually work here. We just happened to bring like the perfect 4 mons to get a 4-0 here versus this enemy team. I think, unlike your normal average match, it's not going to be that easy to do. We just got really lucky. But solid showcase for the Lantern. If you guys are here for the Lantern, I think I've brought it every single game. So if you guys are enjoying the Lantern or have seen it actually put in work, leave a like. We really appreciate it. Talk a little bit about this team. As for this team, do I think Lantern's actually good? Not really at all. I think that the real problem with Lantern right now, and the reason why you're not seeing it, is it's a water type that has, I think, base 60 something. I think it's 67 speed, which is still faster than Pre-Marina, and Pre-Marina is like the main water type that has a way better typing in Fairy Water, which is really unique, and that's the other water type you're going to want to be running in Trick Room. So why would you run Pre-Marina over Lantern in Trick Room when they both do the similar job to each other, and Pre-Marina just has a million times better stats and a way better typing right now currently, and has way more better, like, at least a better ability. At least I think Liquid Voice is way better, and a bunch of other stuff going for it over Lantern, which has like really bad stats compared. I mean, in Gen 3 the stats it had were actually pretty good, but we aren't in Gen 3 anymore. We're almost in Generation 10 already, and I think Lantern, the real problem with Lantern is that I think it just got power crept out of the game. I don't think it's a bad mon like in your lower tiers. I think this is a mon that would be really good in singles for like Smogon. I think Lantern's way better in singles than VGC is. I guess apart if you want like a specific check to like Raging Bolt or something, or even like, I guess, Urshifu, like water type Urshifu with water absorb. You can run like Terra Ghost and be able to like completely wall Urshifu with water absorb and being Terra Ghost. But at that point, why would you run that when you can just run Ogerpon Wellspring and it does its job a million times better, and it has way better stats and a way better move pool and a more better typing and that type of thing. So I don't know. There's a few specific niches, but like in Trick Room, I think it just gets outshadowed by Pre-Marina. And like if you want to run it just by itself, like as a water electric type, you're looking at competing with Raging Bolt for like electric type right now. And I think you're just better off running Raging Bolt every single time. So still a cool mon though. I think Lantern's a really cool mon. Unfortunately, just a mon that's got power crept since Generation 3. So if this was Generation 3, I think it'd probably be one of like the best mons in the game, because the water electric typing is still really solid typing. It's a really good offensive and defensive typing, especially with Volt Absorb and Water Absorb. They're pretty good abilities, but I know some mon that's kind of got power crept over the years. Now we're almost at Generation 10, and it's still the same stats, and everything's moving on and moving upwards to like crazy stats or like way better stat distributions overall, and we still have Lantern just sitting here vibing. So apart from that, the rest of the team, though, I think the rest of the team is pretty solid. I'm not really sure about the Covert Cloak Fragoraph. Maybe there's something about that in the Poke Paste I just never looked at. But, I mean, I went against a few Sneaslers that I was able to dodge status from Sneaslers as a secondary effect. I'm assuming that the main reason why I have it is for like Snarl type spam. I think it's either that. I'm not sure if Parting Shot actually works on it as well, or with like Covert Cloak if it negates Parting Shot, but I'm not sure. I'm assuming either or Icy Wind, but you're a Trick Room mon, so you don't care about Icy Wind at all. But I don't know, I guess random special attack drops from Moonblast or a few other things, but not really sure why it has the Covert Cloak. But it came in clutch at least when I used it a few times, mainly because I ran into a bunch of Sneaslers and they weren't able to put me to sleep or like get status off Dire Claw. So apart from that, Porygon, always a really solid Trick Room mon. AV Hydrapple put in some work. At least the times I brought it, at least tried to do something. Incineroar busted crazy broken mon. And then you got King Gambit, which is one of the best mons currently right now, especially running under Trick Room. So now my only thing that I would actually change to this team is that there's a few moves on this team that have really low power points. A lot of the low power point moves on this team really need to be maxed out with a PP max. That's one thing I would change, but that's simple to change. And then the only other thing I would probably change is, if it would least me personally, I would actually change the Terra on the King Gambit to something else. I think either Terra Dark or even like a defensive Terra would be a lot better. That is not like Terra Flying, at least for this team specifically. Because I felt like the most of the times I would rather have a Terra on the King Gambit, it was be like a defensive Terra that is not Terra Flying. Like anything else, like a Terra Dark, or even like a Terra Steel would have been way better on that thing, but or like Terra Ghost to dodge fighting type moves or something. Just something else would be a lot better than Terra Flying. That's what I would change. But if you guys want a solo team, rental code up in the corner. If you guys want a team around Lantern, which is few and far between, I think it's probably one of the better ones I've found. Probably the best one I've found, actually, because nobody's building around Lantern at all. So if you guys want a team like that, support the creator. Rental code in the corner. I'll have a Poke Paste for this team down in the description down below. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video if you are new. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Thanks for stopping by.